Everyone, my dad. It's just another update on how I'm seeing the market. The last night my time, 13th of September US time, big old dump. Did jump on last night and talk about that as a possibility. Fortunately for a lot of people, it looks like the London session. This one of the good things about the Traders Reality indicator. It is a free indicator. Strongly encourage you to check out their YouTube channel as well. Guys, I look at, and he sort of has some videos around what it's all about. But this here was the London session. There, bought it up, just tapped the high for the average daily range, up down CPI data. So look, it dumped down with a massive vector. That will be recovered at some stage. At the moment, though, we seem to be struggling to even get back above this 5 EMA. So the accumulation distribution is heading back up a little bit, but we're still coming. So the PSRSI is still got a bit more to come down, I think, as well. Wouldn't be surprised if it comes back into that, past that red line, mainly because we've already recovered this vector back here, and the next one isn't till 15:30. Looking at the way it's posturing at the moment, apart from we've got 7 minutes left in this candle, putting in a bullish hammer at the moment, but it did one there as well. I was expecting it to sort of travel sideways a little bit more here, but at the kind of in that big drop. So, yeah, looking potentially down to that 15. We keep going beyond that. Wouldn't expect until the next US session. Keep going beyond, talking here, 50 months beyond that. But for the time being, I'm not seeing any signs that I normally like to see. I actually, one of my trades that's been working out pretty well is looking for retracement of these vector candles. Depending on the type of candle and where it happens, quite often vectors get recovered quite quickly. For instance, these vectors here hit and then started coming back down, and it recovered the first one and most of the second one. Things like this one here, where you've got the move away, you don't have a stopping volume candle here. Quite often it straight away. Same with this one. It only really happens on the shorter time frames. These to bigger time frames. But these sort of moves here, given that we've come straight through the 50, 200 and the 800 on the early, move past level. And so potentially a bit more sideways here, and then wait and see how it's posturing. But there should be a decent move up once the PSRSI, if it gets below this level, if the green gets below the white line, start to see it turn up. I would expect a reasonable move up, but potentially just into a range. Said we could get down here and pick up the green vector. So, CPI not great. That caused the big drop, but the ETH merge will be an interesting one. Whether it picks up again before that, whether the merge is one by the event for this drop. Quickly go to long. Bitcoin longs is really shorts. Really race too much. You can see we're a long way off volumes of old. And this is the Bitcoin chart. So didn't talk about this yesterday, but I am watching trend line on the dailies, weekly. This trend line here been in play. We bounced off it. Bounced off it here. We did break through recently. And this week, this candle has put us into the below that trend line. So just have to wait how this plays out really. But as you can see, we haven't really recovered this whole daily vector candle here. Bitcoin, we are back below 50 A daily. Quick look at Ollie. Bit of a bullish hammer there, which but got a few vectors here that you'd kind of be expecting over the next two. Maybe a little bit longer. We'll see how it travels sideways, whether it sort of tries to peak back above this. But we are below the 200. Again, does come back up, it's going to struggle. That's about it. Hope that helps. None of it's financial advice, of course, but yeah, trading.